Alright, what's going on guys? Rayne back again in here for another video for you guys for today. And in here for another Friday. Well, usually, I would say another Friday and for another TNA showdown. But with all honesty, Impact last night didn't really cut it for me. It really wasn't that great of a show, but for maybe, well, two things I guess, throughout the whole show. So what I'm gonna do is briefly talk about the things that were, basically, for the good of the show and what I liked about it. And then go on to, the Genesis 2011 predictions, just to get that, Impact out of the way. And, it shouldn't take that long, and then move on to the predictions. We kick things off with a moral and a promo. Eric Bischoff basically talking about the new beginning and the new year and the first Impact of 2011. Also talking about Genesis, which is coming up in, not too far away, which is this Sunday to be exact. He was then calling out the champions, Jay Lethal. He called out Douglas Williams and the tag team champions, basically saying they're all going to be in the match. Jay Lethal against Abyss, which really wasn't that great. Jay Lethal tried his best to, take down Abyss, but, Abyss just came back and they gave him the Black Hole Slam. Kind of had a weird finish to it. Clearly Abyss had the match won, but, Abyss, just broke out of the count and, went to the turnbuckle and they started brawling there. Next match we did have was Douglas Williams against Rob Terry. This match ended in disqualification where AJ Styles came out and basically sending Douglas Williams a message that at Genesis he does want the TV championship back from Douglas Williams. So that's basically happening with that. Then we get into Motor City Machine Guns against AJ Styles and Kazarian. Now this was the better match out of basically all the other matches. I enjoyed this one and the team of AJ Styles and Kazarian. This was a good match. And we see everyone getting involved in this match, from AJ Styles to Kazarian, basically trying to take out Motor City Machine Guns and saying that Fortune does want the championships back around their waist and try to take out the other champions that took the titles from Fortune. So that's what basically happened with that. But in the end, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Motor City Machine Guns did get the win over AJ Styles and Kazarian, so that's what happened with that. We had the knockouts in that pretty good match. I was disappointed in what happened at the end. We had Mickie James and Velvet Sky, which I really liked about that. Definitely like Mickie James tagging with the Beautiful People, at least one half of them. Against Madision, Rayne, and Sarita, with Tara also as the manager, and of course, Mickie didn't really get tagged in this, which I was disappointed with as well. It was mainly Velvet Sky and Madision, Rayne, and Sarita all in this, and even though Velvet Sky tried to get the tag, Mickie James just didn't get the tag to get in the match. Madision Rayne spitting in the face of Mickie James, and then she getting really ticked off, getting her payback on that. In the end, Tara does come back and that, hits, I'm not too, I believe, yeah, it was Velvet Sky, and, hitting her with the elbow where she was, injured, and, helping the team of Madision Rayne and Sarita get the victory. So pretty disappointed there, but hey, it happens. So, that's basically all I'm going to talk about here, and not really the greatest impact for me. This is basically, the shortest TNA showdown I have done. Usually I try to stay positive about it, but, really this week didn't cut it for me. So hopefully next week will be at least a little bit more better. And the pay-per-view, I'm sure, so, we'll just have to wait and see, before we can say anything. But anyway, I'm going to get everybody to, of course, the pay-per-view predictions, and it's now going to be my predictions for Genesis and for 2011. Starting things off, I'm going to start it off with the X Division Championship, which will be on the line. We got Jay Lethal against Kazarian. You know, I think this would be a good match, or maybe it might be the opener, so it'd be a great way to kick things off with Kazarian and Jay Lethal. You know, I expect a good back and forth matchup out of these two, since, you know, I like Jay Lethal and Kazarian. I don't think Kazarian will get the win. Maybe he might come close. But I do see Jay Lethal coming out in top and retaining, since he just won it at the last pay-per-view from Robbie E. So I don't see, you know, Jay Lethal losing it anytime soon, or at least just yet. So Jay Lethal to retain the X Division Championship at Genesis. Next match we do have, I'm going to name off here for the TV Championship, which will be on the line. We got AJ Styles against Douglas Williams, and of course we see AJ Styles trying to, you know, get his payback on Douglas Williams and say that he wants the TV Championship back. You know, I expect another good match out of these two. You know, we'll probably see, you know, these two try to take each other's finishers, just trying to take each other out. You know, I do see AJ Styles getting it back just to have Fortune get the championship back, at least one of them. And, you know, AJ Styles to get his revenge and take out Douglas Williams and become, again, the new TV champion. So, you know, I kind of do see that, and that just might happen at the pay-per-view, who knows. But, you know, those are my picks and predictions. Next match, we got the returning Kurt Angle against Jeff Jarrett in the MMA exhibition match. This match could be good. You know, I'm sure Kurt Angle will do some, you know, good MMA stuff here, since he knows a little bit more, and, you know, he's more into the wrestling type style, you know, the real mat wrestling type style. And you know, I don't know if Jeff Jarrett is going to get the win, since he got the win in the last pay-per-view. And since Kurt Angle just came back, I would expect to have Kurt Angle come out and make, yes, Jeff Jarrett tap out, and you know, basically get revenge on him too, and you know, defeat Jeff Jarrett and make him tap out to the ankle lock. So, you know, that's what I think is going to happen there. So that is my prediction on the returning Kurt Angle to make Jeff Jarrett tap out. Alright, then we get into a match that I don't really care about, and that, you know, I just wish they would either go to a tag team or they should have retired, and I think you know what I'm getting at, and that is Bubba Ray against Devon in this match. I'm not too sure if this was ending up to be, you know, a street fight, since they were, you know, basically, you know, brawling a little bit and, you know, talking trash to each other on Impact. So, you know, don't be surprised really if this is going to be, you know, like a street fight. So I don't really care about this match too much. You know, it sucks that they're, you know, going into singles competition and, you know, facing each other. So I'm not too sure how well this match is going to be. It might be pretty good. But I am going to actually go with Bubba Ray on this one. You know, just to have, you know, Bubba Ray get the win over Devon. And then maybe Devon on the, you know, next pay-per-view get the win, something like that. But overall, I don't really care too much about that match, so that's what I'm going to go off with that. Then we get into the Knockouts Championship match, and actually what I'm most looking forward to, Mickie James versus Madison Rayne. Even though it might not be, you know, the greatest match on the card, but yeah, I'm looking forward for Mickie James to making history and, you know, finally getting, you know, her first shot basically at the Knockouts Championship. Hopefully she will win this match and Tara doesn't, you know, interfere and be like the Alex Riley in a way, and, you know, Madison being the Miz, something like that type of thing. And hopefully we don't get to see that interference again, otherwise, you know, that would just be really annoying. But hopefully, and my pick, yes, of course, is Mickie James to become your new Knockouts champion. Then we get into, also right after that, what probably won't happen anyway, Mr. Anderson versus Matt Morgan for the #1 contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, over the basically past couple of months, it has been Jeff Hardy and Matt Morgan. Hopefully we don't get to see that again, because, you know, their matches haven't really been that great, and you know, I wasn't really that much into them. So hopefully what I'm going to go with here is Mr. Anderson coming back on top and taking out Matt Morgan and becoming the new #1 contender and finally getting a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. So hopefully that would happen, since Mr. Anderson has been out, with the whole concussion deal and all that. So I would really like to see Mr. Anderson come out on top with that. Next match for the Tag Team Championships that I got here is the Motor City Machine Guns and Beer Money. Of course, like I said, it's for the Tag Team Championships. I expect a good match out of these two. I know they faced each other before and had a series of matches, last year. So this one might be a little bit different from their previous matches. We've seen that with Generation Me, so we might see that with Beer Money. With this, excuse me, it could go either way. Most of the Machine Guns can retain, or Beer Money can get the win. Either way, it doesn't really matter in my book. It could go either Guns or Beer Money. If I had to choose, I might give it to Beer Money for my pick. Just because Motor City Machine Guns had the title for quite some time. And Immortal might pick up 2 championships, if not 1, so I will go with that. The last match I got here is RVD and his mystery opponent. Not really too sure who it is. It could be Matt Hardy, since Matt Hardy's basically saying he is keeping a close eye on TNA, and I'm pretty sure he has talks with TNA, so I'm not too sure if he's going to make his debut in TNA at Genesis, or it could be just Jeff Hardy and have a little title match with RVD, who knows. But whoever it is, we'll definitely find out at Genesis. And probably gonna go with RVD. If it's not Jeff Hardy, if it's Jeff Hardy, I'll probably go with him. But only time will tell with that. So that match is a little bit iffy. So only time will tell. So that basically has to do with the mini review and my predictions for Genesis. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are, and as always, I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.